Hi everybody, welcome back. This is a Pilates beginner workout. We'll focus on developing and strengthening your core muscles today. That means we'll work on the abs and also the back, especially the deep muscles that act on the spine. This will help you improve posture, relieve low back pain, and really help you through every movement that you do during the day. Let's start your warm-up sitting on the mat with your knees tucked up, nice and tight. You can hold on the shins, just right in front of the knees, or if it's more comfortable, you want to place your hands under your thighs, you can also sit up, stacking the shoulders over the hips right here. We'll start by curling forward, so I want you to nod the head, relax the neck, and then start to curl the rib cage like I'm trying to tuck into a little ball over my knees. Then I stretch up through the ribs, stack the shoulders, and lift the chin. Again, nod the head forward, curl through the ribs, try to bend over the knees. So we're not leaning back, we're really stretching forward, and then stacking all the way up. You can use the hands, you don't have to grip too tightly on those shins, but it can help you start to deepen that stretch, really working on getting that upper back and middle back stretched out. We can inhale as we curl, and then exhale, sit back up. So the spine's starting to feel warmed up here. One more time, nod the head, roll it down, tuck and curl over the knees, and stretch up, ribs, shoulders, lift the chin. Let's take the arms, extend them straight forward. If your knees feel like they're really tight, just walk the feet out a couple inches so you can get onto those sit bones. You should feel comfortable sitting up straight wherever you choose to put your feet. We'll extend one foot out, just slide the heel on the floor, and then start to lean back, curling out through the tailbone, the low back, pulling the belly button in, tap the mat gently with the fingers, and exhale, sit up. Tuck the knee back up, switch sides, slide the other foot out, roll back, tucking the tailbone, stretch the low spine, exhale, sit up straight, slide the heel in, switch feet, roll down gently, try to get a little lower this time, deeper stretch, trying to get into the ribs, stretch up, tuck, slide the foot, inhale back, exhale up, tuck, and let's do one more on each side. Stretch the foot out, roll back, zip up those lower abs, exhale up, tuck, connect the foot as you slide, roll back, C curve, so a C shape with my spine, stretch it up, tuck it in. Now our back should feel nice and warmed up. We also started to get into those abs. We're ready to roll down. You might want to scoot up a little bit to have space to roll back gently to the mat. Start with your knees in tabletop, so this just means the knees are stacked over the hips and I've got a 90-degree angle. So the knees don't want to tuck into my chest. I want to keep them right over the hips. Notice, maybe this means you're starting to feel some gripping through the hips. Let's switch the focus to the abs. So I connect my hip bones to my ribs by drawing the belly button in, spreading the back of my pelvis, the sacrum, onto the mat, but leaving a little space between my low back and the mat. That's my neutral spine. This should feel supported by the abs and not like you're gripping through the hips. Take the hands, and we can just make some fists. Place the elbows right out from the shoulders or maybe just below. You don't want any pinching. This will help us open up the collarbone and just tuck the shoulder blades gently under the back. Really good supported position through our whole spine from the head down to that tailbone. Kick one foot out, just straight out, and tuck it in. Practice the other side, out and in. We'll add some arms for coordination. Reach the arms away, rotating at that shoulder joint as you kick. Exhale back to center, switch sides, same arms. Rotate those hands up towards the head. Exhale in. Keep going, one side to the other. We have some coordination. We have some balance right here. Notice how your shoulders connect to the mat, how stable they are, and see if your hips are matching. As we go one side to the other, there's a tendency to maybe twist slightly at the hips as that foot reaches out, but control with the deep abdominals. We'll keep those hips steady, just like the shoulders are. Last one right here, reach it out. Exhale in. Feet connect to the mat, hands go behind the head, and let's do 8 quick abdominal curls. Inhale to prep, exhale, tuck the chin slightly, lift the head, neck, and shoulders up. Inhale, release to the floor. Exhale up for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pick up one foot. We're going to be kicking it out, in, tapping it down, and then the other foot will come up, kick out, in, tap down with the curl. So we curl, lift the knee up, hold the curl, stretch the foot out, tuck it back to tabletop, release, connect the foot, relax the head, exhale, curl and tuck, kick, tuck the knee, release. Keep marching with the curl, kick, tuck, and down, lift, kick, tuck, down. As I curl up, pull the belly button in, try to flatten out the tummy. That means you're using the deep abs. Out, in, release. Let's do 4 more. Exhale, up, stretch, tuck, lower down, 3, out, in, release, 2, up, in, release. Last one, tuck and curl, stretch, hold those shoulders off the mat, and release. Let's let our knees drop to one side for some oblique work, our side abs. If you want to place your bottom hand on your thigh to help you keep that deep twist, I like to do that to help me keep my form. My top hand can just stretch straight out. Inhale as you stretch back, and then exhale, curl up, try to get the shoulders and the ribs to slide towards that top hip, and release to the mat. Lift it up and hold. Release back. Exhale, up. Inhale, release. Here's 4, 5, 6, Let your eyes follow your hand. Four more. 4, 3, 2, hold the last one right here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release it all back and try the other side. Just twist over, try to get the hip to go right up towards the ceiling. You can hold on to the thigh to keep that deep twist and let your shoulder relax back over towards the mat. Maybe just let yourself get into this twist. Maybe this side feels tighter or just different after we did that first side. Stretch the arm back, inhale to prep, exhale, curl up. Slide the ribs to the hips. Inhale, release back. Exhale up for 2. Little hold. Pause at the top. Make sure you got as far as you can up into that curl. Reach. Here's 5, 6, follow the hands, 7, 8, 4 more, 3, try to keep the knees connected, 2, hold the last one. You can use the bottom hand to support the head for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release back. Let's do some more abdominal work here for the obliques, the side abs. Pick it back up to tabletop, knees over hips, hands on the sides. You can open them up onto the sides of the mat so we have room to do a little twist. Shoulder stays connected, hip starts to lift slightly as I twist through the lower spine and back to the center. Let's try the other side, just a gentle rock. Feel that deep twist. Back to the center. We'll inhale as the knees rock away. Exhale back to the center. Add in a very small tuck of those knees in. Little reverse crunch and release. Try the other side. Knees rock away. Exhale back to the center. This control is with the abs, not my momentum. And then a little tuck of the knees in and down. So it's not a full reverse crunch. I'm not trying to get way up to the ceiling. I'm trying to focus on connecting my pelvis to the mat, pulling my abs into the spine, and then tucking those knees up so that I connect fully through the back of the pelvis, through all of my 5 lumbar spine, my lumbar vertebrae, and then I come back. So deep, deep activation, control, developing the connection, working on spinal mobility, and then strengthening. Then you can smooth it out from the tuck up and the release down. So let's get back on track here. Connect the palms to the mat, rock the knees, shoulder stays down, exhale to the center, baby reverse curl up and down, other side, over, exhale center, tuck it in, lower it down. Let's do 4 more. Over, center, reverse curl, and lower, twist over, center, exhale, curl, lower. If you feel like you're starting to grip through the shoulders or the hands, remember to open the collarbone, relax the shoulders, bring that focus back to the movement of the hips and the spine. Curl to the middle, one more time over. Exhale up, curl, and then we'll release all the way to the floor. Let's do a quick set of bridges here so we can start to transition into some back work. Palms on the sides, just on the side of your hips. Connect the feet to the mat. Maybe walk the heels in an inch closer towards you. Inhale to prep. Exhale, a little curl of the tailbone, and then one vertebrae at a time. Off the mat into your high bridge and roll back down. Exhale up. Feel the glutes activate, the back stretch. The shoulders connect behind you and release down. As you go up and down at your own pace, I want you to do a couple connection checks here. Can you feel your toes connected to the mat? The balls of your feet? Pushing through those heels a little extra at the top, releasing down. Check that the knees are staying right over the ankles and that they're also coming right in line with my hips. So I'm not letting the knees fall open, I'm not having them fall in. They're just a straight line there through the thighs from my knees to my hips. Let's do two more. Should feel those glutes waking up. The spine should be really stretched out, warmed up, and happy right now. Let's hold up the last one since we did a little holding of that side crunch. We'll do the same 8 count right here. Make sure you're up in your full bridge and hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release down, hug the knees in, quick stretch right here. Take a deep breath and then exhale, roll it up. Let's go into quadruped. So that means on your hands and your knees. We'll take extra focus on the shoulders right here. So I'm just going to let my rib cage lower down towards the mat so my shoulder blades try to touch each other, and then I push the floor away from me, elevate those ribs back up, and that's one scapular push-up. Just giving those shoulders some extra attention. Notice that your abs are helping out, keeping your spine from moving. So it's like not a cat and a cow. It's just wrapping those shoulder blades, tucking them behind you, pushing the floor away, stretching them out. 2 more times down. Exhale up. Once more down. And then find your neutral spine. So not shrugging, not pushing too far up, but just your happy place right in the middle. Let's stretch out one foot. You can keep the toe connected or you can point the foot, whatever's more comfortable. Then lift up the opposite hand. Make sure your hips stay in line and that I do stay engaged through the shoulder joint so I don't collapse down. I keep up right here. I'm going to do a breaststroke with my hand. So I go straight out, wrap it around, tuck the elbow in, and repeat it. Out, lengthen as you reach out through the whole spine. Up, tuck the elbow, pull it in, stretch it out, reach it around, and tuck. Gaze is just straight in front of you on the mat or the floor. reach, wrap it around. Let's do one more. Stretch it out, tuck it in, switch sides, even it out. Support your lower body with the leg stretched out behind you. Activate the abdominals. Tuck the hand up by the shoulder, then stretch out. Long stretch away, tuck the elbow in tight, and reach forward, lengthen, wrap, tuck for 3, 2, oh, I counted the wrong way. That was 4. Now here's 5. And we just did 6 on the other side, so 6 on this side. One more out. Wrap around and tuck. Go back to the first side and we're gonna add in a kick. So more coordination, more balance. Check the shoulders so that you're not sinking down as you lift up one hand. Lift everything with you. Now, stretch out the hand, lift the leg, hold the leg up, wrap the hand around, and then lower the leg down as the hand tucks in. We stretch, hold the kick, breaststroke around, and tap, stretch, wrap, and lower. You can keep these nice and slow. As smoothly as you can, coordinate the tuck of the hand with the lowering of the leg, or you can separate it doing the arm and then the leg. Let's try 2 more on this side. Out, wrap, release, 1 more. Exhale out, wrap it around. Inhale, release, switch sides, almost done with this set. Take a deep breath in between. Check your alignment of your hips, your shoulders, and your neck. Then we stretch it out, wrap, hold the kick, tuck, lower. You can segment it more at the beginning here. Thinking about the arm and the leg together on the way out. Focus on the arm, lower the leg. And as you are more comfortable, start to smooth everything out. Arm and leg, tuck and lower. Stretch. Last 2. And 1. Hold it. Lower the foot, tuck the hand, and bring the knee back in. Let's take it down to the elbow, small triangle shape for a dolphin plank. So my fingers come together, my elbows are wide, tuck the toes underneath you, hover the knees up off the mat for 3, 2, 1. Draw the heels back towards the mat, push the hips up to the ceiling for 3, 2, 1. Lower halfway, hold. 3, 2, 1. And float the knees gently down. Small break at the bottom. 2, 1. That's your set. Push into those toes. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, straighten the legs. Extend those hips. And lower the knees down halfway. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Lower to the floor and breathe. Next set, lift the knees up. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Push into the elbows. Shoulders go back. 3, 2, 1. Halfway down. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Lower. On this next set, take it up halfway. Hold. 3, 2, 1. And then the final one's going to be an extended hold for For 8, 7, 6, push into the shoulders. 4, 3, 2, and last one. Then as slowly and smoothly as you can control that lower all the way to the mat. Stretch it out. Child's pose, just a quick stretch for the shoulders. Walk the hands in, and let's finish it up by turning back over just like we started. And we'll come down to the elbows. So we've worked the abs, we've worked the back, we've worked some shoulders as well. And we're ready to put it all together with this drop of the elbows. Tuck the shoulder blades, open the collarbone, lengthen through the whole spine, float the knees up, tabletop. So you should feel supported through the abs, through the back, little lift of the chin, lengthen all the way through the neck. We're going to separate the knees and the ankles, just open to the outside, tap down, bring it back to the middle, draw it back up, open, tap, tap, and lift. Open, tap, center, up, open, tap, center, up. 2 more this direction. Up, open, tap, center, and up. Check your form. If you're falling or collapsing down, push up, hold right here. We're going to do the opposite. So we tap down, tap, outsides, up, squeeze in, lower through the middle, tap, tap, wide, knees up, and close, down, out, up, in. You're close. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. We tap out, lift up, tuck in, push up through those hands, and finish with a big reverse plank. You can open up the fingers behind you if that feels better on your shoulders, or point those fingers towards the feet. Feet walk in a little bit. Inhale to prepare, and exhale, just push up into a modified reverse plank, a tabletop position. Knees over the heels, shoulders over the hands. Release back down. Inhale at the bottom, exhale, press up. Push the mat away from you. Look at the ceiling. Release. Control, tapping the pelvis down. Exhale, up. Inhale, release. Exhale, up. Use the glutes to help you up, just like we did in the bridges. Release down. 3 more times. Up. Try to get the knees, hips, shoulders in line. Release down. 2. Lower with control, just barely tapping the mat. Exhale up. We gotta hold it for 8. This is your last repetition. 5, 4, 3, 2. Squeeze a little bit higher on the last count. Lower to the mat. Take a deep breath. You can cross the feet. Sit up tall. Feel the stretch through the spine. Does it feel easier to sit up right now than it did in the very beginning? And then you can just walk those hands forward, Gently stretching out the back, stretching out the hips. When you've walked out as far as it's comfortable, but with a nice stretch, just relax the head and hold it right here. Take one more breath in and exhale out. And then walk the hands back up. And there you go. Thank you so much for joining me and your support of my channel. I'd love it if you could subscribe so you don't miss a workout. And please let me know how that workout felt in the comments below. I will see you next time.